Have you ever felt watched in the middle of nowhere, but there was no one around? These aren't ghosts or aliens. They're skinwalkers, shape-shifting beings from ancient Navajo legend. The Navajo skinwalker isn't just a story, it's a warning. Welcome to Mystery Mindset. Subscribe now to join our community. Ready for today's video? Let's go. The wind is dry. The desert air is still. In the moonlight, a shadow darts between the rocks. Too fast for a human. Too big for a coyote. Welcome to the world of the skinwalker, one of the most feared and fascinating figures in Native American folklore. This legend comes from the Navajo people, a nation rich with stories passed down through generations. But few are as terrifying as this. According to Navajo tradition, a skinwalker, a shape-shifting being from ancient Navajo legend with the ability to transform into various animals, such as coyotes, wolves, owls, or bears. They are described as witches who have turned away from sacred traditions and embraced darkness. They possess the power to mimic voices, copy faces, and steal identities. Once a human, a skinwalker is said to be cursed after committing a grave act, like killing a close family member. Or Lushai is a witch, one who has chosen to turn away from the sacred and embrace darkness. But not just any witch. Skinwalkers are said to possess the ability to shapeshift into animals, most often coyotes, wolves, owls, or even bears. Picture this, a figure running across the desert at unnatural speed, then vanishing behind a boulder, a large, immovable rock commonly found in the desert landscape, acting as a natural hiding place for creatures such as a skinwalker, only for a snarling coyote to emerge. The transformation isn't just physical. Skinwalkers are said to mimic voices, copy faces, and even steal identities. This isn't your typical monster myth. The skinwalker legend is deeply rooted in cultural warnings, spiritual laws, and real fear. But where did the story begin? And why does it persist? To understand skinwalkers, we need to look at the role of witchcraft in Navajo culture. Unlike many Western views, Navajo witchcraft isn't fantasy. It's a very real, very serious violation of tribal laws. A person becomes a skinwalker, it said, by committing the worst possible act, killing a close family member. That act breaks all spiritual balance, and in exchange, they gain the power to become something else. From that point forward, they're cursed, no longer human. They walk the world hidden, feared, and powerful. In some stories, they wear the skins of animals, hence the name Skinwalker. But not all encounters are in the wilderness. Many Navajo have reported hearing voices outside their homes at night, voices that sound like a loved one, until you open the door and no one is there. Others have seen strange creatures watching from the hills, only to disappear without a trace. These stories aren't just ghost tales. They're considered serious warnings, especially by the Navajo elders. In fact, speaking openly about skinwalkers is discouraged. Many won't even say the word. Why? Because it's believed that talking about them can attract their attention. That alone speaks volumes about the power this legend still holds. But are skinwalkers real? Or are they symbolic, representations of evil, betrayal, or forbidden knowledge? Some researchers believe the myth serves a social function, to reinforce community values and discourage taboo behavior. Others think the stories may come from real sightings of shape-shifting figures, perhaps even inspired by actual people who use fear and disguise. Then there's the paranormal angle. Skinwalker Ranch in Utah has become infamous for bizarre activity, UFOs, strange lights, creatures, and yes, skinwalker sightings. While not directly connected to Navajo land, The stories echo many traditional elements. Could there be something more, something science has yet to explain? Whether you believe the Skinwalker is a spirit, a witch, or something in between, the power of the legend is undeniable. It speaks to a primal fear that evil can wear a familiar face, that the danger isn't always what lurks in the wild, but what lurks within humanity itself. So next time you hear a whisper in the dark, or see movement in the corner of your eye, ask yourself, is it an animal, or is it wearing the skin of one? Thanks for watching. Want more? Subscribe now and be the first to know.